Hello and welcome to the Nation. Today we will have the Loose Lads talking about sport, computers and a lot more. Then we'll have the VHS special where our host Emer Cahill will review a series of viral videos. And then we will conclude with Denny and Jeffrey, the Dirty Parrot. First up we have the Loose Lads talking about sport, computers and something else.
Hello, welcome to the Nation. Today here I have Donald and Jacob. And Donald, when we start, what do you think of Marcus Rashford?
I think he is a great player with now a huge amount of potential, and I think he is amazing for his age. And he's played 4 games for England, I believe, and he's played around 10 to 15 for United. And he's scored a good few goals, and he looks sharp, looks to be a player to look out for in the upcoming years.
Well, I wouldn't call him great. Now, he is very good. He's amazing. He's great for his age, but he wouldn't be amazing in great in general, you know. But you're right. He has a load of potential, but just keep it soft and great, you know what I mean?
Do you know what I thought was a disgrace? The England and Iceland match. It was a disgrace. England, they couldn't put a 10-yard ball into the box.
They couldn't. It was absolutely, it was just terrible how they played.
Yeah,
I think it was a bit excessive how Roy Hodgson resigned over one match, and also looking over to the South America, how Messi retired from international football over one match. It was a bit excessive. He wants to win the whole time. I can understand that, but it's a bit excessive just to retire, to let his whole country down just over one match.
Yeah, but to be fair, everybody, back to the Iceland and England match, to be fair, everybody thinks Iceland has an amazing chance, you know, because they bet England, and England is a savage team. But if you take it like this, it wasn't really Iceland being amazing. It was more like England being brutal, you know. It was, you know what I mean?
I don't look at it this way. I see how England. I'm not taking anything away from Iceland. It was an amazing match. It was just England they didn't really try, and they didn't put any effort in.
Yeah.
But
they seemed to be a bit distracted.
I'm not taking anything away from Iceland. Now look, Iceland's defence was brilliant, but now if we look at Joe Hart, the English keeper right now, all throughout this competition, right, 5 shots has been taken at him, and right, he's only saved 1 out of 5 shots, and I think that's horrific from him.
That's a 20% save rate. Now I'm not 100% counting now. I'm a goalie. I'm in goals. I'd say about 20 shots would be taken at me in a match. Yeah. And I'd say on a good day I'd save 15 of them.
Yeah.
So that's a 75% ratio. That's all right for a keeper my age. But for Joe Hart, 20% save ratio.
I'm a goalie as well, and I agree with Tom. To be fair, 20% is
rubbish.
And especially for
pure crap.
Playing for England, not just just Premier League team. He's properly playing for England.
Yeah, we might have a clip of the England and Iceland goals here for now.
He's found Gylfi Sigurdsson. He set up a chance here for Sigurdsson. It's 2-1 to Iceland. Joe Hart couldn't keep it out.
So now, moving on to
the Ireland
game. Yes, I think I should set us off here. I think Ireland came into this match with their heads held high, and we have decent players if we look at Hendrick, Houlihan, and Ward, McLean, and our keeper's pretty good. But I think Koscielny gave away that early penalty, which really made us hyped up. And then it was a good penalty from Brady, bottom corner.
I wouldn't say gave away. I say he probably tried. He just probably wasn't expecting us. I'd say us getting a goal that fast was impressive. The goal itself wasn't the impressive matter, just getting a goal. But I think after we scored that goal, England was Oh, maybe they're not as bad as we thought. You know, they got psyched up. And
I think in France though.
Our second half was
I think
like first half was okay, but our second half was not worth. You know.
I think I watched and I heard the first day I heard it's the World Cup's going to be Euro Championships. I heard they were going to be in France. I think France are going to do really well in this tournament. I was honestly surprised when we bet Italy and got through to the round 16. And when I heard we were up against France, I thought that was the end of it. Yeah. And I would have let it down an awful lot easier if we didn't get that really early goal. Not saying it was bad getting it, but it hyped me up. I was expecting, we have a chance of winning now. But when we got the other 2 goals, it upset me even more.
To be fair, France is a pretty amazing team.
They are.
And they're on their home pitch, so you know it's kind of like. You know, like we can't get beat. Like, we can't be beating our own team.
It's the home nation. They have more tickets, and so they get about
10,000. Exactly.
I was just reading up. They get about 10,000 tickets allocated for the round 16 match. Ireland got 4,500. Only 4,500.
That is disgraceful by ES. Like that is, I mean.
It wasn't.
Ireland basically had their own corner in the stadium, and it just looked.
But it's just because it was England's turf, like you know.
Did you see for France's turf?
Sorry, France's turf. Sorry. But did you see like the riot? Like this is a while back. Like
this is England versus Slovakia.
Yeah, this is a while back. But did you see the riot they did? The people again.
It was actually.
Like France is really peaceful, and they tore down like outdoor restaurants, and it was unbelievable. And they were like throwing bottles and smashing.
I remember watching a clip on YouTube. Yeah. It was the France. They were actually clapping for the Irish. How they were doing their sportsmanship afterwards. Yeah. Still making way for they were mad with celebration during the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but like. France is definitely not like one of the teams that would rub it in your face, you know.
Yeah, they're really sportsmanlike.
They got really good sportsmanship, which is good, you know.
You want that in a team.
You know what I'm surprised of? I got this game, and I thought maybe just any other game, but it was actually really good. It's a game. It's about football. It's a game where you play football on a car. Now that sounds pretty basic, you know. You can also play hockey and basketball. Yeah. But it's actually really good how you can like design your car and choose different sports, and you can do local, which you're not really able to do in a lot of games, and you can do private matches. So say if your friend wants to just play with you, they make a private match and you type up the name. And here we have a clip right here of the game.
Being the computer expert here out of the two.
Yes, Tom, I've actually heard you look into computer work.
Yeah, well, that game is the way it's made. Those games are really popular at the minute. Yeah. The teams where you design your vehicle and then put it towards a series of challenges. Free play, is that what they're called?
Well, yeah, free play is like things where you know, it's not really like you have this card, that's all. You know, it's like you've choices. You know.
I think the formal name for that sandbox.
Well, no, sandbox is like when say if it, like there's a story mode and a sandbox mode. It's like say ever heard of Uncharted?
Yeah, I heard of it. I can't say I actually played it.
It's a game, you know. It's basically like an Indiana movie game, basically, just different characters and all that stuff. You know, they do the thing. But it's, you know, you can go in the story mode, which is long and you do all the story, or you go to the sandbox where it's completely different, you know. It's just do whatever you want, you know.
Yeah.
Jacob, I hear you also play hurling. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, my dad used to play my dad used to play hurling, and he my dad used to play hurling, and I remember he brought me to training when I was young enough, you know. And I thought, you know, I wasn't going to waste my time in this. I'd rather play video games, which is, you know, quite normal for a kid, I would say, like my age. Yeah. But I started to play it.
What age were you?
I'd say maybe 8.
Oh.
Anyway, but I just, he kind of like, come on, Jacob, like, come on, do it. So I eventually did it, and actually had really good fun.
And that's amazing. Tom, Tom, do you play any GAA sport?
I do. As you heard, I play in goals.
Yes.
I don't play soccer for a club. I do play GAA for a club. I play for Willan. And I'm all right at that. This is my first season starting. I only took up football a couple of years ago, and I said there were 2 main reasons I wanted to be a goalkeeper was, it was PE and I was just standing like a wall, and I thought I was really good at this. Nothing was getting past me. The other reason was there's no competition for it really. In my club, now it might be different in different clubs, but in my club I'm the only one who's a goalkeeper, so I get playing every minute of every match,
and that's
I show up.
brilliant.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's brilliant for development.
I remember when I was I think it was a year ago. Our team went to the our school team went to the FAI Cup. We were there, and like we actually did really well. There was a 6th class team and a 5th class team, and we made it as far as the 6th class team. We had to play against Melview versus Melview, which is quite weird. And they thought they'd beat us really easily, like a walk in the park. But we actually tied with them, and we got the first goal, I think.
Yeah, we got the first 2 goals, but then unfortunately
we just lost on penalties.
Yeah.
But,
that was really unfortunate.
And I remember I was in goals for that, and the hardest challenge was you had to throw the ball, and you had to go like this, kind of. And that was really hard. And you couldn't go past the half-line line. I remember.
It's a pain doing
my friend played for the 6th class team, and he was in goals for the 6th class team, and he I can't remember, he kept saving the ball and eventually caught it and he kicked it by accident and it was a free. And that's really hard to because if you're trying to save the ball and you do it a lot and you're moving a lot, you don't have a lot of time to think. You just say save. When you pick up the ball, I would think your first instinct would be to kick it,
It's
clear it.
Yeah, clear it.
But you can't. You have to throw it,
And if we move on to another sport, Irish rugby. Now, unfortunately, we lost our testers series to South Africa, which was very unfortunate. It was a tough match playing on their home ground, which. And our best players taken out. If we look at Johnny Sexton, Tommy Bow, all of our really creative players, they were just out on injury.
Brilliant. Ireland, I admire them. They have a really, really, really good team in rugby.
Yeah.
And so does South Africa as well. I think we won the first series. That was good.
I would think
we were unfortunate in the last one.
Yeah.
I was really annoyed with that.
Yeah. I would think South Africa and Ireland wouldn't be far from each other.
No.
I guess we lost to them, but we've bet them before, But
actually, now that you said bring it up, as far as I believe, now I could have just heard wrong, and that was the first time Ireland have bet South Africa away in South Africa.
Yeah, on their home ground, but we have beaten them other times. And if we actually look to the Ireland under 21 team, it was disgraceful against England. I think it was 48 points to 19, 18.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, well, to be fair though, I like to play football, but to be fair, football can be very slow. Watching it, playing,
boring.
It can be very boring watching it. But I think rugby and Gaelic and hurling, they're really quick.
The best part about, I think soccer, the best part watching for the spectator is penalties.
Yeah, that is very entertaining.
If there was a sport made where each team took several penalties on each other in quick succession, I would watch it.
Yeah, I really like. I guess I don't play rugby, but I really enjoy watching it.
I used to play rugby a couple of years ago. I was playing rugby. I did quit. It was because it's a winter sport, which is a real pity because you get thrown around in the muck a lot, and you're really cold when you come home. And that's why I quit. The main reason. It'd be really good if we were in a hot country like maybe America or down in South Africa.
You think you'd like that, but something you can be sweating much. I remember
I wouldn't mind that.
in hurling, when you were playing, we were playing what do you call it, three-part match, you know?
Yeah.
It's really long, and what I hate is if you're playing like on a winter's day or, you know, like a cold day, you know, like your helmet, you're always sweating in your helmet because you have the foam to protect you, but you're always sweating, and it's really annoying because your head's really warm. But what I hate is your head's too warm and then your body's freezing. Like.
Yeah. Now, that is a real pity, but now I am afraid we are out of time, but it has been amazing, and I think next time I might be coming in with an instrument, and I might be playing that with Tom because I'm afraid I hear you can't make it, which is a pity. But well, folks, that is all we have time for, and I guess I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Those boys sure can talk. Up next we have the VHS special with Emer Cahill.
Hello, my name is Emer Cahill, and welcome to the VHS special. Today we will be taking a look at 3 popular videos from the internet. This first video is about 2 men who thought it would be a good idea to dress up in ghost costumes and attempt to scare oncoming traffic by standing right in the middle of the road. So if you're going to dress up as a ghost, you should definitely stick to scaring pedestrians, not drivers. You can and probably will get hurt. Let's see this impact again. As you can see, one tries to hold the car onto the roof of the car, and the other gets driven into. According to the pranksters, nobody was seriously injured, even though the end of the video makes it seem otherwise. Now, in this next video, a giant lizard has invaded these people's garden. According to the family, it was trying to enter their house to eat their dog. So this was filmed in Thailand, and the lizard seen trying to enter the home is a monitor lizard, which can grow up to 10 feet in length. This particular one was 6 feet long. As you can see, the man in the video tries to lasso the lizard. Instead, lassos a plant pot by accident. When that doesn't work, he then proceeds to sweep the lizard away. That's where the clip ends, but according to the family, the lizard was removed and taken to a forest. If that's not crazy enough, apparently that's not even the first time the lizard has visited their house. Last up is a man named Matt Mulholland, a singer from the UK, who did a stunning version of My Heart Will Go On from the movie Titanic on his recorder. As you can see, there's an astonishing amount of passion originating from this general area. And this guy is managing to hit all the right notes. This has been the VHS special with your host, Emer Cahill. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. I would have hated to be that ghost. Up next, it's the Happy Morning Puppet Show.
So, I'm not going to say that they're all criminals, but I mean, Jeffrey, you can't say they're all criminals. It's stereotyping. You can't do it. But I mean, you can't just ignore that. Jeffrey, we're on air. You're talking about this on TV. I mean, no one watches us anyway. It's 6 a.m. Jeffrey, that doesn't matter. We can't be seen to be saying this kind of stuff live. All right, then. Hello and welcome to the Happy Morning Puppet Show with me, Denny, and me, Jeffrey. Yes, we have Jeffrey in with us today. Unfortunately, Mary the parakeet is still on maternity leave, so we're left with this lovely little intern here. So today we've got a hell of a lot in store for you. We're going to be running through our letters, looking at some of the pictures that you've sent in. We've got those twats again. We have very talented musicians in. Jeffrey, we've been through this. We're going to run through your letterbox, and trust me, we're going to have a lovely time. So first of all, we're going to get to your pictures. Our first picture was sent in of John, age 5, and his picture of Jeffrey. Now, in this picture, and I quite like it actually, well, he's saying some quite rude things about penguins because, well, you've built up a bit of a reputation, Jeffrey, I'm not going to lie. I mean, you can't ignore the I know you've said this, you can't ignore the facts. You haven't actually given any facts yet. You know what, you're on the penguin agenda. Right, I think we better get back to this picture. This was sent in John, age 5, and he is clearly a very talented artist. I mean, I really think he's gotten my good side here. I agree. I think when you're shouting profanities, that's still your good side. I think we better move on. Our next picture was sent in by, Jesus Christ, this is crap. Come on, this is Timmy, age 6, and his drawing of us. Personally, I think it's amazing. I mean, really, you really think that's... Like, he drew the lines crooked and then still couldn't colour inside of them. It doesn't matter, it's the thought that counts. Timmy cares enough about us to watch our show and send in his pictures. I know, and if they're that bad, trust me, we really don't want them. Jeffrey, get back on the table, sit down, this is ridiculous. Thank you, Timmy, we're having an absolutely lovely time. I'm going to put this up on our wall next week. Next, we're going to get to our alphabet section. Today's letters are J and G. J is for words like jelly, and G is for words like goat. Jeffrey, how many of our camera crew do you think know if giraffe is a J word or a G word? Well, of course they all know. They're adults. Christ. Play along, mate. So yeah, sometimes G makes a J sound too, like giraffe, and probably some other examples. Jeffrey, I told you to write a few of these down. I mean, to be honest, I was out late last night. Saw this girl at the bar. I mean, she wasn't great, but it was 3 a.m. and long story short. Oh my God! This is a children's show! You should be ashamed. Well, that was our alphabet section at any rate. I suppose we better get to our letters now, our letterbox section. And Dear Denny, first of all, I'd like to say that I've been watching this show for months. Do you know what? Thank you. It's people like you that keep people like me around. I'm having such a nice time presenting to such a great audience. Jesus Christ, would you get over yourself? Anyway, thank you. I better keep reading. And I have to say that Jeffrey is the best presenter of all time. Oh, okay. And if I was to pick a main host for this show, you would be below Hitler on the list. But thank you for your addition to our letterbox. Jeff, you wrote this, didn't you? I can't stand you sometimes. I mean, we did actually get proper letters, didn't we? Oh, of course we did. Jesus Christ. And you should see them. They're horrific. They're written by children. This is a children's show. I know that, but you'd think they'd take some sort of a creative writing class. Well, do you at least have the letters still? Did you throw them out again? What did you do with them? Well, I was telling you about last night. Well, at about 2 a.m., I ran out of rolling paper. You didn't, Jeff. You didn't. I fucking did. Well, that was definitely our letterbox section. Right, so let's go to numbers. Today's numbers are 4 and 20. No, 6. No, we're not doing 420 on the show, no matter how many times you suggest it to the board. Ah, come on, no. Ah, come on, it's not the message we want to be giving out. Ah, but still, this is weird. This is not okay. So, the number's 4, it comes after 3 and before 5. And interestingly, the letter 6 comes after 5 and before 7. So, I hope you've been keeping up, because we should have all the numbers from 1 to 10 by now. Next, we're going to have our wonderfully talented musical guests on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I was dreading these twats to come out on the stage. Give them a chance this week. I mean, just a second. They'll be here any second now. I mean, I'm hoping they'll be walking to the stage now. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really don't. I've got those pictures of you in Mexico. Yeah, I have. I promise I have. So are you going to cooperate? Do you promise? All right, then. So, here are our musical guests for the week. Say hello to Emer. Hello, Emer.
Hello.
Are you all right there, mate?
Yeah.
You having a nice time?
Yeah.
You're going to have a nicer time after the show. I'm taking you out for a drink. It'd be great. Was that really appropriate? Was it? Yeah, okay. We better get through this. So, what are you going to be doing for us today?
We're going to be playing Wonderwall by Oasis. And Jeffrey is going to join in with us.
I'm fucking not.
Yeah, you are.
Jeffrey, if it's what they want, it's what they get. Yes, no, we're definitely doing this. Go on, so. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Come on, put a bit more effort into it. Backbeat, the word is on the street, and the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you've never really had a doubt. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Join in, would ya? I suppose I will. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. Come on back in, Jeffrey. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. But that was absolutely excellent. Oh, sorry, I'm actually getting a text. We've been cancelled. Jeffrey, this was my job!
It's okay, Jeffrey.
I'm sorry. Jeffrey, I'm probably going to be homeless in the next few weeks. Do you understand? So that was it for the final installation of the Happy Morning Puppet Show. Christ. Come back! Jesus Christ, would you please come back?
Wow, that puppet is racist. Anyway, that's all we have time for. Join us next week on The Nation.